Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris as the Bothrian administration. In our last episode we went to war again with the Iruxo Cooperative. Well, the Just Can allied nations, our allies, declared war and we were called in, which is fine by me. I think they're just going to take some planets for themselves and not give anything to us. But that's okay, we should be able to attack them later on for our own personal gain as well. And we've just been flying through their territory, blowing up their space stations and stuff, and we're about to meet up with our allies' fleets over here who are in the process of fighting one of the Iruxo fleets. They already have them outnumbered, the enemy fleet outnumbered, that is. So our help isn't really necessary, but I'd like to stick close to them because the enemy has a much larger fleet down here in their capital system. Let's just take a look before we unpause anything here at our research situation, or our resource situation rather. We're still losing energy at a pretty quick rate, but we have lots of minerals, so we should probably build some of our power plant upgrades that are available. Like here, for example. We also can upgrade power plants on our capital planet here, so let's get some of those queued up. A lot of the deficit is because we are paying full upkeep for our fleets, whereas at peacetime we can put them in orbit and pay less for them. We'll get those queued up for now. Let's look at our sectors as well. We could consider trying to take more taxes from some of these, but maybe the Fixash sector can afford to give us some. We'll go up to 50% there, that seems fine. Not getting much in the way of energy, but still. What we really need is to dedicate a sector to energy, but I'm kind of reluctant to change one of these. Maybe when we take planets from the Iruxo later, we can make a new sector. For now, I think we're okay anyway. Alright, so we have arrived. Let's help them out. Okay, we can now colonize tropical worlds as well, and we even have a species that likes that type of world. Plus one sector limit doesn't seem necessary. Get colonization of arid worlds. I don't think we'll bother with the clone army. We already have a special army type, which seems pretty good, so this probably is not necessary. Let's just get arid worlds. Expand our options. Colonizing.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So still the main enemy fleets have not moved, okay. This should be an easy victory at this point.
Situation log updated.
And I don't think we even lost any ships. Or if we did, not many. I didn't take note of exactly how much we had. Alright, so let's stay here and see what our allies are doing. Can we just follow them? I guess we can. Okay. So they're probably just heading down here to bombard this planet, maybe? Well, they really don't need our help for that, but I do still want to stay close to them for safety's sake.
Construction complete.
We've got almost 20k here. They've got 16, so we don't have a huge numbers advantage, but it should be enough, I think. Considering we beat them at a disadvantage in the last war. Alright, so no more power stations we can upgrade here. We have low happiness because of the humiliation we suffered at the hands of the angry mushrooms. They don't like Xenos allowed for leadership. Oh, I see. So I guess we have made Bothrian slightly less happy by doing that, but probably the alien species more happy. Okay. Good to know. Alright, so our allies' main fleet has gone off in this direction. We're still following them, which maybe is fine. Now we've abandoned this 3k or so over here. And no, it looks like they were leaving as well, alright. Well, why are we going over here? Shouldn't we go and attack them? Our Ruxo fleet is now in this system. 9k. I don't know what you guys are up to at all. I guess, they haven't occupied any planets. How about this one even, over here? No? I don't really feel like it's a good idea to go all the way over here and abandon our territory. What if they decide to come over here and invade our planets? Seems like they are not doing that. They're just hanging out in this system. Or going back to their capital, maybe. I guess we're all just going to hang out over here. Well, at least we are winning the war. How much war score do we need for their demands? I guess we don't know. And the planets have to be occupied anyway. Well, at least we know they'd accept a white peace at this point. Actually, maybe they've just come back here for repairs. That would kind of make sense. Can we get repaired at their planets? We sure can. Slowly, apparently. Alright, let's follow their largest fleet again, I think.
Incoming transmission.
Diplomatic proposal from the Lolhendra states. They want to exchange guarantees of independence. Okay. I think I'm fine with this. They're pretty friendly. They're still in their other alliance. With these guys. Most notably. Oh, they're actually upgrading their ships. Well, that's going to take forever. But I guess that's what they're waiting for, so we have to wait with them. I suppose in the meantime we can just get started building more ships of our own. We have plenty of minerals to do so, though not really the energy to maintain them. We did lose energy from having some of our spaceports destroyed where we had solar panel networks, so we could build some of these. And in fact we can build them elsewhere as well. Not here though. Oh, we're already doing it there. My mistake. So just 5 of these will make up the deficit, and then we'll start going into profit. Just need to upgrade this spaceport. Unless the energy goes to the sector instead of the our treasury directly, which I'm not sure. You already have solar panels, okay. Either way, we're taxing most of our sectors at this point, so we'll get some of it. Okay, I've lost count, but I think I did 5 at least. You already have them. Let's see, did I do you down here? Oh, you're already getting the spaceport upgrade, so I guess I did. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. You have the destroyer assembly yard, so we'll build a couple of these. By a couple, I apparently mean 4. And after you're done with the solar panels, give us some corvettes. And we don't have the ability to build the cruiser assembly yards yet, so we just have to build cruisers for full price. Which is fine, we can do that. Give us 3 more of those. So we can keep an eye on their repair progress this way. Or upgrade progress, rather. Seems like the Uruxo are just content to hang around on their capital planet. Which I suppose is fine by me. Couldn't you have planned things better and upgraded your ships before the war?
Construction complete.
Alright, we finished our construction here. And that was a bunch of solar panels getting built. So we are into positive energy income now. Got a cruiser complete here. I guess we could start having you guys rendezvous together. And we'll just wait until we have the new ships fully built, I suppose. So we can now colonize arid worlds, which is good. We don't want more border range. More habitability would be fine. We don't allow resettlement in our policies, so that's no good to us. I guess we may as well get centralized command. It'll at least be very quick. Not that we have a lot of armies to maintain. We may as well make it cheaper.
Construction complete.
Alright, so maybe we'll make a couple more destroyers. And queue up some more corvettes as well. We're still nowhere near our navy capacity, so can't afford to keep building. We're up to 95% upgraded. Hopefully we can go get in a fight at some point. Can't even see what military power they have. We are following them, okay. It's about 10k, okay. So please, let's get this war finished.
Research complete.
So it looks like they're bringing their whole strength over here. Which is good, because I think it's necessary. Got about 16k here. Well, if you're smart, you'd wait in this system for the rest of these to catch up, but you're just gonna go right in and start the battle right now. Well, I guess we have to go in and help.
Construction complete.
Even if we're going to be a little late. Oh, we never chose new research here. Pioneering Terminal. Frontier Traditions. A certain pioneering spirit manifests itself in the priorities of orbital construction. So we can get a spaceport module that lets us build colony ships faster and speeds up migration times. Doesn't seem like that's too useful. Get a further reduction in army upkeep, which I think is what we'll do. Let's hope this battle isn't already over. They're down to 6k. Another 4k just arrived. Okay, they're kind of freaking out there. So let's see. Enemy fleets, there's about 16. Okay, let's instead do that. Are these guys leaving, or are they coming to help? They just left. This is a disaster. So they're down to 1k, they're almost destroyed. Meanwhile, the enemy still has 16k and we have 8. We can't fight them with this many ships and no help. There's another 5k or so over here, but they don't seem to be heading in this direction. Following 6th extraorbital core, where is that? I see 3rd. And we should be able to see them on a map somewhere. There's 4th. 2nd. 6th, wasn't it? Yeah, it's over here, so they're just heading home. Okay, well, we have to leave now. I guess we'll go and follow the 6th extraorbital core too? Because we definitely can't fight the enemy fleets here. Out we go. Where are you guys headed to? Maybe we'll follow this fleet. It's headed over this way. Oh no, that's going to bring us right through the enemy fleet here. Oh, that's only a small fleet. Okay, I guess we can do that. Where are you going, though? Probably going to repair at my spaceports. Is that what you're doing?
Research complete.
No?
Construction complete.
Maybe they're headed over to some of the Iruxo allies' territory? Who are pretty far away. Let's see, these guys? Or Tebran colonies? I am confused. Still have big fleets over here too, okay. Well, alright, maybe we just abandon the idea of following this fleet around and... Oh no, they're back into enemy territory now. Alright, we have to choose another research here. Let's see. Kinetic weapon attack speeds. Advanced railguns could be good. Maybe the cruiser assembly yards, though. I'd like to get at least one of these. I mean, we could just start invading planets over here. You just go here for now and wait. We'll keep an eye on what these guys are doing. Okay, they're entering orbit of this planet. So presumably they're going to try and invade that. They're certainly going to destroy the spaceport. Nope, they are leaving that and attacking something else. Okay. Looks like the Midari have split into two separate empires there and have rivaled each other. Okay. Probably some of them got liberated in a war. Rest of your fleets are all still up here. Okay.
Research complete.
Now they're killing a research station. Speaking of which, we have completed the research on sentient AI, so this increases our research speed. Also, it's a dangerous technology. Whatever that means. I guess we'll find out, probably. We could go for antimatter power. All of these are getting pretty expensive. Which possibly just means that we're not keeping up with research as well as we should be. We're definitely not in the physics section anyway. I'm pretty sure we already have shields. Let's research this though. Probably just an upgrade to our existing shields. Well, I guess if we're just hanging around here anyway, we should maybe go back here and enter orbit of a planet. In fact, this is the one where we have cheaper upkeep, I think. In fact, we never even built the engineering bay there, so let's get that going. That way we can probably get back into positive income for a while.
Research complete.
Okay, cheaper army upkeep. So we can get more naval capacity. Upgrade hydroponic farms, habitability. Leader enhancement capacity boosters, which is a policy. So I guess this is probably like the next level of the other policy that we enacted. Yeah, it's just the same thing doubled. It's going to take 63 months to do that though, which seems excessive. We should probably get the next level of hydroponic farms. Seems like that's sort of overdue. Alright, and our newly built fleets will send over here as well. Even though they're not fully constructed yet, we at least have more corvettes coming. It seems like this army is just staying in this system. They are going to bombard that planet, apparently. Countered hostile fleets. It's not the enemies though, it's just prisms. I guess we'll just ignore them.
Construction complete.
New contact. We received a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that call themselves the Ken-Joden Allied States. Claim to have learned of our existence by listening in on the communications of another empire we're in contact with. Nation built on the principles of peaceful isolation and individual freedoms. Okay. Well, good to meet you. Where do you live? It looks like you're part of the Valhendra Estates. Okay. Probably a primitive civilization that got into space, either on their own or with the Lolhendra's help. Well, we've just capped out on minerals, which means we should probably be spending more. So for the time being, I'm just going to donate a bunch of minerals to some of my sectors so that they can improve their own development. Well, you guys are fine with 5,000 available. Give about 1,000 to you, though. And same there. Should keep us off the cap for a little while. Alright, well, we're about out of time for this episode, so I'll leave it here. Hopefully our allies can start doing something useful in the next one, and we can end this war at some point. Maybe they're actually moving some transport fleets, so they do plan to invade something that would help. Anyway, we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.